Hello, I'm Ben with LawnSense, and today I'm going to show you how to set your RainBird ESP LX Professional Series. Alright, so the first thing you need to know about this specific line of RainBird controllers is these things are really old. So ours is mostly functional. There's things that this thing's not going to like to do, so you're going to have to be patient with it when you're setting it. So the first thing we're going to try to do is we're going to set up our date and time. So we're going to come over here to time and calendar. So this is going to give us our time. You can see that the hour is flashing. The up and down arrows will change the value. This advanced button will go to the next value where we can set our time. This is going to give us our month. We're going to be able to go through set our month. We'll be able to go through and set our day. We'll be able to go through and set our year. Whatever we need it to be. So once you've done that, your date and time is set. Just like any other controller, there's nothing you have to do to get it to save the value. Once you mess with the value or change anything, it's going to automatically save it as you're changing it. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to our schedule days. So we're going to set what days that this thing is going to run. So as you can see, Monday through Sunday. So we're going to be able to set each day independently on the dial. So the way that you do this is you switch to the days with the dial. You can see that the Tuesday's on. So with the up and down arrow, we're going to be able to select which days are on and which days are off, just by going through and looking at them and setting the different values. And that's going to determine how we set up our days. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to set our run times for each zone. Now, what you have to know with these professional series is they come in pretty big sizes. Like this one has 1 through 6 and 7 through 12. So you're going to set your first set, 1 through 6. So we've got 15 minutes on one, and so forth, whatever it's going to be. The main thing you need to know about this controller is to get over to station 7, you're going to have to pull the selection switch over to get the next set so that you can set them up. And you're going to go through and set all your times up and down with the times using the switch to select your numbers and so on and so forth. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to our program start times. This is going to determine how many times in a day that this controller is going to run. So we have our first run set at 7:30. We can hit the advance to change the time. So now we're going to go to, when we're back on this one flashing, we can go up and we can go to the next run time. So we're going to hit advance to get over here. Now the way you turn these on and off is you go up and down, and you have to get behind the 12 a.m. part of the clock to get it to go off again. Once you start moving through, it's going to count in 15-minute intervals until you get to where you want, or until you get it back to the off position. Same thing again, go back. We're going to be able to sift through. And this specific one will run 6 times in a night. The next function that you need to know how to use is the test function. So with this setting right here, see the test, see the 2 minutes. With the up and down arrows, we can select how many minutes each station needs to run. And what this will do is this will run each station for the time set until it gets to the last one. Once it gets to the last one, it'll turn off and it'll go back to the automatic program that it was set up for. So to start this, we would hit start. You'll see this begin to flash, and you can leave it here, or you can flip it back up to automatic and you'll see that the time is running. And it'll go through every single station you have programmed until it gets to the last one, turn off, and then it'll be back to the way it was set. The only other thing in this controller that you need to know how to use, we'll go ahead and turn that off. Now, when you turn something off after you've ran a station or anything like that, you want to wait 3 to 5 seconds to confirm that the station does turn off and the controller accepts the command. This is the last thing. This is the water budget. So this percentage is a percentage off of the run times you select. So for example, if we had 10 minutes set on station 1, if we take this percentage down to 50%, we just took 5 minutes away from that 10 minutes. So if you can remember the percentage of the time, this is going to be where you do your seasonal adjustments and things of that nature. And that's it. That's how you set it up.